Xin chào các bạn tôi. Hello my friends. Come and watch me cook today. If you click the three settings dots, next click the captions icon. Then turn captions on to listen in your language. Good morning. Today I'm gonna make some lunch, hopefully some nice quick lunch, just with what I've got in my fridge and the cupboards. In England we don't have markets every day, or nowhere that I know of has markets every day. Maybe we have a market once a week that comes to the town. And then at the weekend we have what we call a farmer's market, where people bring their homegrown produce or jams, pies, maybe some cheese, anything really that they've grown or made themselves. So being English, I'm just used to eating what I've got and not going to the shop every day unless I need to. So I'm going to make some pasta with mushroom, onion and some basil, and some garlic bread with nice baguettes, lovely baguettes that we have here, and some butter. And the butter, this butter is semi-salted. It's probably nicer with fully salted butter, but I use this to make cakes. And garlic. So the first thing that we need to do is crush some garlic. And I like to buy, if I can find it, this is from Lottomart, nice big cloves of garlic. You can see we get these little tiny ones here, and I get a bit frustrated with them. I want to get on and cook. It's the way we cook in England and UK. So let's take maybe 3 cloves of garlic. And then I won't go out anywhere today if I eat all the bread. And a big knife. And let's crush these. Okay. And then peel them. I'm quite sure you do it differently to me if you're Vietnamese. I like to use a big knife. I know probably not in Vietnam, but people in the West use a garlic press. It's a little square contraption that pushes the garlic through, but I prefer to do it like this. And you can chop it as much or as little as you like then. If you want a good bite of garlic in your bread, you don't have to chop it too much. So garlic's chopped. Now let's put it in a bowl. A small bowl will be fine. And add some butter. Now, normally in England, the garlic bread would go in the oven. I don't have an oven. Most people here, I think, don't have ovens, so I'll have to devise a different way to make this. So I use quite a bit of butter because I'm going to fry it in the frying pan, and I don't want it to burn, and the more butter the less it's going to burn. Okay, so there's a wedge of butter, and now just mash it with a fork. It all blends together nicely, garlic and butter. And you can chop up some basil or any herbs. It's quite nice actually with mixed herbs. I often in UK just have a little jar of mixed herbs and sprinkle some of those in, but you've got lovely fresh herbs here. So that's mashed together and is very spreadable now on the bread. Now the bread, because your bread is very soft, crispy, needs a good sharp knife, and you really need a serrated knife, a knife with little teeth, because it cuts the bread better, and I don't have one, so I'm going to just sharpen this guy again a little bit and hope he doesn't squash my bread too much. Now, normally if I had an oven, I would not cut it right through. I would just cut it really well. Just cut little slits in it the whole way along, quite thick, reasonably thick, like this the whole way along. Can you see? And then I would just put the butter inside it. But because I'm going to fry them individually, I'm cutting them through different way. We have to be inventive here to change the way we cook. So that's the bread ready. And now all we have to do is spread it with the butter and garlic. Simple. And I've not put any basil in this because I want to put the basil in my pasta. You can be a bit too basiled out if you're not careful. But yeah, this is nice. And we need to actually butter it on both sides. And you would do the same. If you were cooking it in the oven, you would tuck your knife into the slits and just butter both sides. So the only difference now is that I've cut it right through. I've already cut them into small pieces. And then in England, if you just had cut the slits, then when you take it out of the oven, you just cut through the slits and separate it, and then you or your guests could help themselves. So nice good bit of butter. So unhealthy, but so delicious. Okay, so the next thing to do is to cook it. I have one of these little countertop hobs. I've never seen one of these in England. Our hobs normally come built in, but this is great. I can move it around. It works fine. Just got one ring. That's fine, just for me. So turn it on, stir fry, and turn it down very low. I'm going to put it on number 2. It will take a little while to do, but I think it will cook nicely. And then just put the bread in. Buttered on both sides, so it doesn't matter which way we put it. And I can just squeeze those 2 ends in, I think. There we are. You can see that. Okay, so here's the bread in the pan with the garlic butter on it. This is my hob for people who've never seen one of these little things before. And I've turned it up to number 5. It's sizzling a little bit quicker now. Keep it moving. Keep your sense of smell. If it starts to smell like it's burning, it needs to flip. I'm very Western with my spatula, not my chopsticks. So can I use chopsticks for these? Let's see. I eat like a Westerner with a knife and fork, but I do also use chopsticks. They're probably actually a lot easier to flip things with. Okay, so this is all looking really good now. I'm going to take it off. I don't want it to brown too much because when I reheat it, I'm going to heat it on a higher heat and it will brown more. Okay, so that's good. Perfect. And I'm just going to sit them on the plate and leave them here now until I'm ready to reheat them. They're fine, they can just sit out. So there we go. But you know what? I think we should just try one, don't you? Good. Cooking 3 dishes and talking at the same time took longer than I expected.
So I'll show you how I made the star fruit salad and cook the pasta in part 2. Thank you for watching, and if you'd like to see more, please like, subscribe and hit the bell icon. I'll post a transcript below the vlog.